Canon's most successful little camera is about to get a lot more competition, and this time the company isn't taking any chances. The EOS R10 has been sitting at the top of Canon's sales charts for years, but it's also the same age as cameras that have already moved on twice. Now, with Canon quietly registering new camera bodies and shifting its entire APS-C roadmap, the signs are pointing to one thing. The R10 is finally getting the update everyone's been asking for. And based on what's surfacing right now, this isn't going to be a small refresh. If you've been holding off on buying into Canon's APS-C system, you're going to want to hear this before you spend a single dollar. Before we get into it, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone who's been waiting on this camera. The EOS R10 launched back in mid-2022, and since then it has consistently sat near the top of Canon's global sales charts, especially among first-time mirrorless buyers and vloggers. 3 years is a long time in this market, and Canon has already refreshed several cameras that were announced around the same time. Meanwhile, Canon's leadership has publicly stated that growing the entry-level segment is a major priority going forward, specifically calling out the rising number of new camera users, particularly younger creators, as a key focus area. On top of that, unreleased camera bodies have already started showing up in regulatory filings, a strong signal that something new is moving through Canon's pipeline. Put all of this together, and the story becomes pretty clear. Canon knows the R10 has been carrying a huge share of its APS-C sales, and rather than let it grow stale against increasingly capable competitors, the company appears ready to give its best-selling little camera the update it deserves. At the heart of the rumored update is a new sensor, and this is where the R10 Mark II could see its biggest jump. The current R10 uses a 24.2 megapixel APS-C sensor, but reports point to Canon moving to a 32.5 megapixel chip, the same resolution used in the EOS R7, paired with a newer generation image processor. That combination alone would bring noticeably sharper detail, more room to crop into shots without losing quality, and better performance across the board. Beyond resolution, the newer processor is expected to improve dynamic range, giving photographers more flexibility when recovering shadows and highlights, along with cleaner results at higher ISO settings, which matters a lot for anyone shooting indoors, at events, or in low light. Color reproduction is also expected to take a step forward, giving skin tones and overall image quality a more refined, natural look straight out of the camera. For a camera positioned as an affordable entry point into Canon's system, this kind of sensor and processor upgrade would put real distance between the R10 Mark II and the camera it's replacing. Autofocus is expected to be one of the standout improvements on this camera, and that's a big deal for a body aimed at beginners and hybrid creators. Canon is expected to bring its newest generation of dual-pixel CMOS AF technology down to this entry-level camera, which means subject recognition should become far more reliable across the board. That includes better detection for people, with sharper eye and face tracking even when a subject turns away or moves quickly, along with improved recognition for animals and vehicles, categories that were more limited on the original R10. Tracking speed and consistency are also expected to improve significantly, so the camera should hold focus more confidently during fast, unpredictable movement instead of hunting or dropping the subject. For anyone who shoots pets, kids, sports, or moving subjects on a budget-friendly camera, this kind of autofocus jump would make the R10 Mark II feel much closer to Canon's higher-end bodies than an entry-level replacement usually does. Video is another area where real gains are expected, which matters since the R10 has become such a popular pick for vloggers and content creators on a budget. Reports point to higher quality 4K recording with reduced cropping compared to the original, giving creators a wider field of view without needing to step back or switch lenses. Frame rate options are also expected to improve, with better support for smoother slow motion and more flexible shooting styles. Heat management is rumored to be a focus as well, addressing one of the more common complaints about entry-level mirrorless cameras during long recording sessions. On top of that, additional creator-focused features are expected, things like improved live streaming support and more refined autofocus behavior specifically tuned for video rather than just still photography. For a camera that already built a strong reputation among YouTubers and social content creators, these upgrades would make the R10 Mark II an even more compelling all-in-one option for hybrid shooters. Performance under pressure is expected to improve too. Canon is rumored to boost continuous shooting speed and buffer depth, letting the R10 Mark II shoot faster bursts for longer, useful for sports, wildlife, and fast action. Refinements to image stabilization are also expected, helping handheld shooters get sharper stills and steadier video in low light or with longer lenses. None of these are headline features, but together they make the camera far more capable in fast-moving situations than the original R10. Beyond raw specs, the R10 Mark II is expected to offer a more polished, everyday experience. Battery life is rumored to improve, addressing a common frustration for creators shooting long sessions or traveling without easy charging access. Faster connectivity is also expected, making it quicker to transfer photos and video to a phone for editing and posting, a feature that matters to the vlogger and social-first crowd this camera attracts. Canon is also expected to keep the fully articulating touchscreen, and on the lens side, the R10 Mark II should benefit from better compatibility with Canon's growing RFS lineup, which has expanded significantly since the original R10 launched. None of these updates are flashy alone, but together they round out the camera into a much more complete package. Pricing and timing rumors are also starting to firm up. The original R10 launched at $979, and expectations are that Canon will keep the R10 Mark II under $1,000, staying true to its identity as an affordable entry point. That makes sense given how competitive the entry-level mirrorless space has become. On timing, Canon appears to be staggering its APS-C launches, with the R7 Mark II expected first as the enthusiast-focused upgrade, and the R10 Mark II following later as the more budget-friendly option. Signs point to a release window later in the year, possibly alongside new budget-friendly RFS lenses. If that holds, the R10 Mark II would be positioned exactly where Canon needs it, capable enough to compete, but still priced for the beginner and creator audience that made the original R10 a hit. The R10 Mark II won't be launching into an empty field. Sony's A6700 remains one of the most capable cameras in this class, with a 26-megapixel sensor, strong autofocus, and in-body stabilization, but it's pricier and less beginner-friendly than Canon's menus. Fujifilm's X-M5 leans into color science and content creator appeal at a lower price, but its autofocus tracking still lags behind Canon and Sony. Nikon's Z52 offers excellent subject recognition and an easy shooting experience, though its APS-C lens lineup is thinner than the rest. Against all three, the R10 Mark II's edge is expected to come from balance, faster autofocus than Fujifilm, a friendlier system than Sony, and a growing lens lineup Nikon can't match. If the rumors hold, it wouldn't just catch up to this group, it would be the most well-rounded option for anyone stepping into APS-C mirrorless for the first time. Put everything together, and the EOS R10 Mark II is shaping up to be one of the most well-rounded updates Canon has planned for its APS-C lineup. Rather than chasing one flashy feature, the rumors point to meaningful improvements across almost every area: sharper image quality, faster autofocus, stronger video, and a more complete everyday shooting experience. That's exactly what the original R10 needed to stay competitive against a market that's only gotten stronger since 2022. If Canon delivers, the R10 Mark II wouldn't just be a refresh, it would be one of the strongest value picks in Canon's mirrorless lineup, giving beginners a genuinely capable system to grow into and creators a compact, affordable hybrid camera. For anyone holding off on jumping into Canon's APS-C system, this is shaping up to be exactly the camera worth waiting for.